Alec, welcome back. Survivor All Stars, we're here for the reunion.
Yes. Yes,
Amber
we
has
are.
been crowned the queen. Man, this is a three queen trifecta, from the Amazon to Pearl Islands to All Stars. Three queens, we stand.
Mm-hmm.
In conclusion, we must stand. We have no choice.
We must stand. We must stand. All rise.
All right.
In respect.
The story of Boston Rob is tragic downfall, but also an amazing love story. Awesome. So there's a lot of storylines they had to juggle around here.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. Friendships lost, but a budding romance. What really? What is the story? It's not about the result, but it's about the friends we lost along the way.
Yeah, truly destroyed and disrespected all along the way.
That's right.
Devastated
but hey, you got
in every aspect.
You got a woman at the end, so there you go. I guess right.
Love women. All right. Amber is really beautiful. Honestly, I'm like. All right. So if you
150 to 200%,
I'm 150 to 200% certain she's the hottest we've ever seen on Survivor. All right. So if you want to see the highlights of the reaction to the reunion, click the link in the description and come back for a short discussion for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys at home know there's a little bonus on the way after as well.
I don't know this. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen.
It will change the game forever.
Because he's like, we've been pumping it up with the viewers, he said in the finale, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on right now.
There, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. You had to be watching CBS. I was like, I was watching CBS at this time, and I don't freaking remember.
You don't remember what they were teasing for Survivor All Stars, and
it's like 16, 17 years ago now. I don't remember that.
I'm glad you didn't remember.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you didn't fully remember it was Rob and Amber.
Yeah, I knew. It was Rob, and I figured it would probably be Rob and Amber, but
you didn't know until this season.
Yeah, and I also didn't know that they won. I didn't know he won or she won. I didn't know who won or anything. That's still really great.
I tried to play it off after the Marquesas one because you'd expect Rob to have made it further than that to be on Amazing Race, right?
Yeah.
And he did, but not that season. So.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. See ya. There was a reunion.
Yeah.
Any highlights of the reunion you'd like to talk about?
It was a heated reunion. This is probably my favorite reunion that we've had. Period. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't know, some of the early ones can feel very canned and sort of phony. I guess because there's not often a lot of interplay between all the contestants. This time there was so much
it was almost like Maury levels that they were going to start fighting and the crowd was getting wild.
Literally
booing Jerry off the stage.
Freaking boo! Yeah, they booed Jerry off the stage, which was I
don't get it.
I don't necessarily get it either.
They hated her from Australia, is where the hate came from. I don't know.
Yeah,
even get that.
I get that because she was just kind of annoying and shallow and weird in Australia, but she was so different in this.
There's a clear double. Everybody was annoyed by her on the island, but there's a clear double standard because Colby was. I guess
she just kind of talked and complained the whole time. She just sort of seemed to complain and open her mouth or whatever a lot. But
I think it's just.
But she played the game. She played the game differently this time too. I don't know. I didn't think
Colby is the pretty boy Captain America, so everyone just loves him, even though he could be awful to people. He was less.
He was U.S. agent. He's an ass. He was horrible this season. I did not like him at all.
Yeah, but then everybody loves him from Australia.
It's just from Australia. A lot of it is the characters from they look at it as the characters from these different seasons.
But you're really gonna boo Jerry that hard? You're crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. I was I couldn't believe it.
I mean, people hated Richard Hatch on the first season, but now it seems they've turned around on him.
Yeah.
At this point,
yeah,
you can just tell clearly every time someone speaks whether they like him or not. It's this person we hate. Lex, we're not a fan of Lex right now.
No, we're not a fan of Lex right now. He didn't really do a good job making his case. I don't think because they literally you had a double standard, bro, and he was like, no, I didn't because it didn't make a deal, and it was
not chess. It's true, but
So the Tom v Rob.
Tom v Rob
was interesting.
I think I'm on like kind of Tom's side on that one, just because he didn't budge on the alliance at all. So it's like
no, I think I'm more on Tom's side. He just is playing up like he's like sour. It comes across as, even though I think he's right, he's coming across as sour grapes, which makes me not really like it at all. And I don't like the whole like, oh, pity party on me or whatever. Not necessarily pity party, but like just being kind of like whiny and annoying about it rather than just being straight. I know he's like, I'm gonna be straight with you, and he's like, then he's not. He like complains and makes a makes a big deal about it. And I don't know. I'm definitely, I think I side with him on that for sure. But
we saw Jenna and Ethan are together. We saw Sue got bigger boobs. We saw
epic. I didn't even notice.
Jenna Lewis got married, I guess.
Jenna Lewis got married in secret, apparently.
Who cares, really? Let's be real.
Who cares all that much? Then, well, there was someone that was saying something too that was making that made Amber roll her eyes. There was something about that. I don't remember. It was during the Lex conversation. I don't really remember. I think it was during that.
By the way, like Rob C is like one of the only people to not speak at all.
He didn't talk at all. It was just like, was he just playing so much intervention between? Because they had Richard Hatch and Sue were separated by him, clearly probably by maybe both of their requests, and they didn't interact at all. We didn't address the elephant in the room, probably for the best, considering how well that went last time they tried to do that.
They didn't do that well. And we didn't hear from Ethan also.
Not really. It was just kind of like, I'm with her.
We didn't hear from Tina, so there was a couple, but
we saw some Tina. Tina said something, or she like had a reaction about something. Yeah, but we didn't have very much from her. Yeah,
it was interesting. Rupert did his roar. He's a performer.
Multiple times, in fact.
He loves it. He loves the attention.
Yeah, it's great, and I love seeing him eat it up. It's
a lot of love, though. There's a lot of love going around.
A lot of love, a lot of hate, a lot of everything in between.
It was a wild, like they were about to start fighting out there. It was crazy.
And it was also like, I didn't make a deal. Lex just being like, I didn't make a deal with anybody. It's like, okay, well, you had an alliance with Ethan. You did make a deal with Jerry, and you straight up lied to her about Amber. Well, it was like, there wasn't like a...
Well, he was up front with her at that point, but they did make an alliance ahead of time.
Yeah, but there's no... I guess it's in his defense, like I even said earlier when we were talking about this during the episode, way back when. He did specifically make a deal as he didn't make with the other people, but it just does come across very much as like, I mean, it's part of the game, bro. Like,
but there's a lot of sour grapes at this last episode, man. But...
But that was fun. That's what I liked about it. It felt a lot less sanitized. I think that's been kind of my problem with some of these reunion specials, that they felt fairly sanitized. This one did not, because we still got more raw reaction, what felt like from everyone, and that was fun. That's enjoyable. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Next up, we have America's Tribal Council. America finally gets to say finally.
I mean, like Sue said, is it going to be Rupert? I mean, I know I would vote for Rupert.
Just like, it's Rupert. So there's other stuff in here. It's kind of like there's a bit of it's fun. There's some fun stuff in it, but then ultimately it culminates in who's going to win another $1 million. Isn't that kind of ridiculous that
it is?
We're awarding the same amount as they did for just winning the 39-day show.
It's a special. It's All Stars, It's like,
wild.
Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah.
All right, so what video would you recommend our viewers watch after watching this?
Go check out our reunion about Survivor Thailand and see how not to do address elephants in the room.
I remember they would always make a point to talk to everybody at this point. So they would talk to even the first person voted out of Thailand.
Yeah.
What was her name? Tanya. Tanya was in there.
Tanya was.
All she did was throw up.
I think. Yeah.
She voted out second, but they made sure to talk to Tanya.
Yeah.
Gotta get some Tanya. Yeah. All right. So subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. Like us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Wrong way. Same difference. Tarqaron TWO.